Hey guys, it's me Chandra, and so today's video I will covering Luna Oblivion overview, but this time I will not covering regarding the patch overview or patch recap, because starting from the next patch we will have synchronization, which is it will become different. So because of that, I will just make the patch overview into dedicated video and just show you the overview about what will happen in synchronization. But this time I will just want to focus regarding the character itself, which is Luna Oblivion. I will covering about the Nihil element, the new class Annihilator, and even the effect from the Luna, the build, how to play, and explain about the kit in the simplified version. So let's get started. So let's start the discussion with the brand new element, which is Nihil. Maybe some of you asking, why it's not Void? Is it supposed to be Void? Yes, this is actually Void, but the official name of Void is Nihil. So I will just use the official name, which is Nihil. So if you ask me what actually makes Nihil feels different than the others, any exclusivity, what actually so special about this element? Well, you might be disappointed because in PGR, element actually doesn't really mean something special. At the best in element for PGR, it only works for buff and debuff, and then taking advantage of the stage element, and that's basically it. So in specific, if you ask what's the difference between Nihil and the other element, basically nothing. It's just a brand new element. Although that's useless, but Luna actually come with exclusivity. So starting from the next patch, we will have a brand new mechanic, and that brand new mechanic is that some of the enemy will come with the special shield. So it's kind of like purple, like kind of shield, and in here Luna have effect that called disruption. So disruption effect is that it can break that purple shield or special shield easily compared to other character that doesn't have this effect. So that's when Luna become feel like exclusive. And the next thing that we will talk is that what is exactly this Annihilator class? So I don't know how to explain the very best way, but in short is that Annihilator class is that type of class that can convert other elements, buff or debuff, let's say like increase damage or even like resistance reduction, into all elemental buff and debuff. So into become all elemental increase damage and all elemental resistance reduction. And the things I want to give you remind that this all conversion will not work with any physical. So that means you cannot put any physical element. But other than that, all other type of element, it can works. So for the example is that, let's say if Ayla Kaleido can provide usually ice damage increase, right, whenever you trigger QTE, and Luna Annihilator class in here, it will convert the ice damage increase into all elemental damage increase. However, take note that this conversion can only work for buff and debuff. It will not change like every single damage. Let's say if you put Watanabe Epitaph and Luna Oblivion, it will not change like Watanabe Epitaph all damage will become like all elemental damage. It's still Watanabe Epitaph will deal fire damage. It's just like whenever he provide fire shred or fire resistance reduction, it will convert into all elemental resistance reduction. That's the only one that Annihilator convert. And the next question, maybe you're already thinking like, oh, so that means because Luna Oblivion is an Annihilator class, that means you can pair with any different element in a team. The answer is actually yes. You can put like 2 different elements, 3 different elements. Yes, it still can work because Luna can convert into like any all elemental buff and debuff. And the next question is that what will be the team format then for Luna Oblivion, and actually what is her best team as per right now. And then the team format actually quite simple to follow. Just treat Luna Oblivion as an attacker class. That means you just need another tank and another amplifier. So just think like that. Also, if you say like, can I just put attacker? Well, technically, of course you can. But in the end of the day, attacker doesn't have any buff or debuff, right? That they give to other character. It's only for themselves. So because of that, Luna Annihilator class is kind of waste. She cannot convert anything in the end. As for the best team, Luna Oblivion as an attacker or as a DPS, Watanabe Epitaph as a tank or sub DPS, and Leaf Empire as an amplifier. Why specifically we need to borrow most of them from fire team? The answer is because the strongest tank right now is currently Watanabe. Because I already told you before in my Watanabe video is that Watanabe as a tank, the damage wise and even the buff itself, it's already even much better than Karinashir, even though Karinashir is Gen 2. And now let's talk about the positive and negative regarding Luna Oblivion. And let's talk first regarding positive. First is that she is pure Nihil character. We will have another Nihil character which is Steady. but she's only 10%, legitimately only 10%. So if you go with the, let's say, like Void Warzone, she will not feel that the best, of course, because only 10%, while Luna 100%. So because of that, yeah, the first pure Nihil character, that's very give you a lot of advantage. And the next is that she can help to clear with related with the Nihil content, or maybe like something like disruption effect, that's like breaking easily the shield, the purple shield can be beneficial you to having basically Luna Oblivion. Third, because Luna Oblivion actually get advantage as an Annihilator class, that mean in terms of team building is not really that demanding and rather also flexible, because you can just, even at the worst, you can still put like 3 different elements and it's still pretty much is already like synergized team. So let's say you want to put Ayla Kaleido as amplifier and you want to put Tank as a Carnashir, it still at least works because Luna class that can convert into all elemental, it's still beneficial for all. And now let's talk about negative. She basically doesn't have a major like negative, it's only small things, but these small things quite a thing worthy to mention, which is first is that you can end up using the wrong signature move or like the ultimate, because Luna itself, she has 2 different ultimate, tap and hold. So maybe sometimes you intend to just use tap, you end up holding and you just use the wrong signature move, and then it's like, man, I used the wrong one. That's kind of annoying, right? And then that means like you either need to restart or just like have to redo again, something like that. So yeah, quite annoying. Second, she is quite consumptive in terms of orb, so you need to somehow have a good management of orb itself. But in the end of the day, it's I think just matter of getting used to. And maybe some of you still wonder, can she actually solo? The answer is actually yes, but not recommend. Why? Just because Luna is very consumptive of orb and it's not really easy for you to get back the orb. So it's better for you to switch up, getting the amplifier also like damage bonus, and get more orb after you switch back to Luna itself. Because if you are using mostly solo, you will end up just charging or like keep doing basic attack, which is that's quite waste of time and lose a lot of DPS. So it's not the same case like Alpha Crimson Wolf or Chusukra, where solo it's a lot more manageable to stay like still efficient, but not the case for Luna itself. And now let's move into pulling recommendation territory, and let's start with, should you pull Luna Oblivion or not? The answer is that depends, but I highly recommend for you to pull for her. Why? Because she is relatively can be paired with a different character. So building team, it's not really that demanding compared to a like other like, let's say like Lamia, where you need, let's say like Carnashir, SSG, where even like Selena, Triple S, she basically only need what? A tank, an amplifier, and done. Voila. Although the best team is still is fire team like Watanabe and Live Empire, but it's not like a must. It's only like if you want to play for meta. But if you just, let's say like still casual, still like on the way of building, having like just like anything on amplifier is actually already fine. That's already her full team. But I still have my recommendation for you to pull, or give you more reason for you to pull for Luna Oblivion, which is first, if you already have Watanabe Epitaph and Live Empire, I really suggest for you to just pull Luna Oblivion. Why? Because that's basically her best team. So imagine you can already have like a meta team in fire, with adding only Luna Oblivion, you already have meta team in Nihil, which is, that's so convenient. And second is that if you want to start to build Nihil element, then I suggest to pull for Luna Oblivion, because as I already told you is that the main DPS in Nihil is Luna Oblivion. So, and I already told you is that if you want to start to build any element, it's better to start with the main DPS. So because Luna is the main DPS, then that's the best start for you to build Nihil element. Third is that if you want to have a team that not restrictive in terms of team building, then you can just put Luna Oblivion, because I already told you she's pretty flexible, right? As for her best stopping point of the rank itself, as usual, SS. This is where Luna will feel nice to play, improvement in quality of life, and of course quite big improvement of damage. And regarding should you prioritize SSG, weapon, or cup, then my answer is that pulling for weapon is always the first choice, because since we have harmonization, weapon have so much value. It's not just because you can add additional 2 pieces of memory. From her Luna weapon itself, you will get improvement of quality of life, damage increase, and also in general, pulling weapon is much more cheaper, assuming you win like 80-20. So that's why like pulling weapon have so much advantage compared to others. Then second priority is cup, because in general it's quite cheap, 5,000 and 100%, and also cup can give you a nice additional damage. As for SSG, it's actually pretty decent. It's not bad at all, because it's mostly can increase your second ultimate damage. It's good, it's decent, but it's not as valuable like as weapon and cup. So in very short is that the priority in order weapon, cup, then SS3. And now let's talk about Luna kit overview and how to play. But take notes, if you really want to know how to play that very in depth, especially like in competitive Warzone, PPC, something like that, and better to check other content created more into gameplay, let's say like Spexland or even Spider 2D. So let's up first all the basic. You can take a look all the basic attack in here, including the ping, but on this first form she can only ping yellow. Another thing, on her first form you can actually just double ping in here, so it can save your time. And also if you pay attention, whenever you ping, it will increase the bar in the middle, the one that looks like circle. And whenever you keep pinging and until the bar is full, you can hold basic attack and she will do this plunging attack. And if you pay attention, the number in the bar it's become red. So this is actually will be useful for her next form, and I will explain later. Another thing in here, you can actually fill the bar by just holding basic attack. So quite similar like her sister Alpha's Crimson Whip. So you can hold until it's full and she will just directly do the plunging attack. So yeah, that's another feature that you can utilize. And after you see the ultimate available, you can actually have two different ultimates. So I will start with the tap. So whenever you see the ultimate is ready, just tap the ultimate. So when you enter this tap ultimate form, you can only ping blue and red. And if you pay attention, the bar in the middle, it become different. It's become kind of like wing. And our objective still the same like the first form is to fill that bar. So how to fill this bar? Just simply either like ping, any 3 ping or double 3 ping, it can works like usual, or either still the same, like you can just hold basic attack in here to charge the bar. So whenever your bar is full, you can just hold basic attack and Luna will perform this dash attack. However, if you're already like holding the basic attack while charging the bar, then you just keep charging until it's full, it will perform automatically the dash attack. And whenever you see your second ultimate already available, just tap it and she will perform the nuke damage. And another thing to mention is that the higher the number, like the nearby of the gauge, the higher is the damage of the second ultimate. And regarding the tap ultimate in here, if you forget to fill up your first bar on the base form, the one that looks like half circle, or you forget to do the hold attack in here, you can just see the indication if the number not turning red, that means you haven't do the first sequence on the base form. But don't worry, you can still charge in here and even perform the hold basic attack in here, and then it will move into the wing bar in here. So you should not worry if you kind of forget to do the first form rotation. So that was the tap ultimate. Now we will talk about the hold ultimate. So when you enter this hold ultimate, you can basically see in the bar in the middle, the wing bar, it's already full. Compared to the tap form, you need to charge up. This one is already full. So you can use right now by simply, of course, the same holding the basic attack, and she will perform this dash attack. And after you already do your dash attack, you pay attention, it become the first bar, the half scrabble, and it will start to decreasing. So this is actually your duration of your hold ultimate. So yeah, pay attention into that. And while you in this hold ultimate form, you can just do basic attack and you pay attention, your ping orb is kinda different than the other like form. It's become the special red and blue orb. So this special red and blue orb is mostly to charge your energy to move to the second ultimate as fast as you can, or being the special red and blue orb, it will charge duration again into full. So your main objective in this hold ultimate form is that, so you already have your wing bar right, you usually want to just hold basic attack to perform the dash attack, and you can just keep doing basic attack and tap this special red and blue orb in here until your ultimate is ready as fast as you can. So whenever it's already ready your second ultimate, just tap it. If you really wonder what actually makes so different from tap ultimate and hold ultimate, they have actually couple differences in here that I will explain. So the main difference are, for the first ultimate, the tap ultimate will deal lesser damage than the hold ultimate. The hold ultimate will deal higher damage. Another, for the tap ultimate, it doesn't consume any ping orb, so that means it will carry forward into your tap ultimate form. However, when you do the hold ultimate, it will consume all your ping orb from the base form. So yeah, that's also one thing that you should take notes. Another thing is that for the tap ultimate, you still need to do your rotation in the base form. If not, you will not able to move to the wing bar. And even you move to the wing bar, you still need to charge until it's full. But for the hold ultimate, it will just go directly into full charge wing bar. So it's kinda like shortcut. And the last thing is that for the tap ultimate, the damage on the second ultimate or the big nuke is higher than the hold ultimate. So yeah, those are the difference between tap ultimate and the hold ultimate. But in the end of the day, if you ask which one is better, then I can say it's actually very depends on your preference and of course course the situation. But in general, for most of people, they will use mostly the tap ultimate compared to the hold ultimate. I will also use mostly the tap ultimate. However, I will still use the hold ultimate when I come to the situation when I want to speedrun, or when, let's say, I play Warzone and the time is only like 0.1 second. Because remember, I told you that hold ultimate actually deal more damage for the first ultimate. So because of that, the more efficient when you come to in the end, I'll just do hold ultimate. So yeah, that's why I say like it's also situational. So the last feature that I want to talk regarding Luna Oblivion is that she actually has auto dodge whenever you hold basic attack and charging your bar. Either any type of form, she will always have this auto dodge, so you can take a look in here. So it's actually similar like her sister Alpha Crimson with. So yeah, that's it regarding Luna Oblivion kit. I know it's a little bit complicated, mostly because she has two different ultimate. But if you're still confused, don't worry, I will provide you the simplified version how to play Luna Oblivion. But take notes, for Luna Oblivion itself, she doesn't really have a fix or the right rotation. So this is just basically the basic line how to play her comfortably. But whenever you already master her, you can create your own rotation. So I will cover two simplified version, which is the tap ultimate and the hold ultimate. And let's start first with the tap ultimate. So the simplified version of the tap ultimate rotation is that whenever you enter the battle, just double tripping to fill up the bar. Afterwards, hold basic attack to perform this plunge animation and tap the first ultimate. And afterwards, we want to just double tripping any orb to fill up the bar again. And after it fills, we want to hold the basic attack and afterwards just end with the second ultimate. Alternatively, if you run out of whipping orb, you can always have option to just hold basic attack to fill up the bar, but the rotation still remain the same. So for the hold ultimate version is that we just don't care regarding the base one, we just want to go to the ultimate as fast as we can. So usually either you just like double tripping with ladder ping or just double tripping with hold basic attack, and just whenever you see your first ultimate available, just hold your first signature and afterwards just hold basic attack to perform this dash animation. Afterwards you can just basic ping as fast as we can until we see the second ultimate ready and tap that as fast as we can. So yeah, that's about how you play Luna Oblivion. In general, she doesn't really have a fixed rotation for you to play. A lot of stuff that you can even skip. If you decide don't want to do any hold basic attack, just ping and ultimate, that also can variation if you really just want to abuse the time stop itself from the ultimate. The one that I provide, it's only baseline. In the end of the day, you are the maestro. And now let's talk regarding Luna Oblivion build. So for the memory sets, the main general build for her will be the 4-piece of Cleopatra and 2-piece of Cody. The Cody placement will be 4 and 6, and if you decide to go for the harmonization, then you can just add up another 2-piece of Cody. So in general, it will become 4-piece of Cleopatra and 4-piece of Cody. As for the memory resonance, for the top will be any attack, and for the bottom row will be signature move. As for the hypertone, as always, prioritize the bottom row. So for the weapon resonance, the first priority will be deadline timing because Luna is very consumptive from her orb. And the second priority will be the glorious afterglow. So yeah, that's pretty much it regarding Luna Oblivion overview. So yeah, I already said before, like Luna is general pretty much quite flexible, especially for team building. And considering she's a brand new element, this is actually a good thing. It's not feel so demanding. So I hope you can understand, and if you feel this is helpful, feel free to hit support button and like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.